Math lesson 14, looking at unit price, changing thousandths of a dollar to tens of a cent. So basically, where do we use this? When do we do this kind of stuff? Does this stuff even matter? Yes. If you go, I'm pretty sure most of you know wholesale club of any sort in Windsor, or maybe Costco's, or a store like that anyway. That's where you would find, well, here's a blurry picture of some grocery, a fruit aisle, or a vegetable aisle. Anyway, a produce aisle, that's the word I was looking for. Now, this is a label of some kind of sauce here, but the part that I'm actually looking at is this is how much they want to sell it for, this blue area. So $4.56. Now, how much is that for 1 ounce? There's a 16-ounce container. How much is it for 1 ounce? And then, if we divide this by 16, we'd get some type of decimal number. Very small. And it's hard to figure out if that even makes sense. Like, is this smaller, 0.3, or is 0.4? Does that even make a difference? Well, yes, it does. So this is dollars. Now, if we want to change, as the beginning of the lesson was saying, here to tenths of a cent, we see there are cents there. So then we have our 0.5 here, which is tenths of a cent. So we just basically, for dollars, wherever my chalk is, for dollars we would have 0.285. This would be, as our new part said, wherever it went, here we go, changing thousandths of a dollar to tenths of a cent. So to change this to tenths of a cent, this is dollars, change it to tenths of a cent, just move it over that way, from dollars to cents. Now, if we are changing it from cents to dollars, then we, from cents to dollars, move the decimal that way. So that's basically what we did here. Dividing 4.56 by 16 gives us 28.5 cents. Now, if we want to change that to thousandths of a dollar, that would be 0.285. So let's go ahead and do this one. This is just a random example. 17.9 cents. Changing that to dollars. That's what we're going to be doing from number one, A to C. So change this from cents to dollars. So we move it twice to the left. 1, 2. So we have 0.7179 dollars. Let's give a random example here. 9.5 cents. Change this to dollars. Cents to dollars, you move it that way twice. So it'd be $0.095. We have 3 numbers, therefore we are in our thousandths place. So now, let me just lower this. 549. Changing thousandths of a dollar to cents. Dollars to cents, move it to the right. Is that the right? Yes, to the right. This way. Twice, so we have 54.9 cents. And that's what you do for number 2. Now, for number 3, the story problems, basically, take your price. Let's say this story problem says an air hose in the shop burst while Victor was changing a tire on the work van. A new 50-foot hose cost $42.29. To the nearest tenth of a cent, how much would it cost per foot? You'd basically take 42.29, divide that by 50. Let's say I need to buy 75 feet of wood for how much money? Let's say for random, $40. I bought 75 feet for $40. Therefore, how many feet, how many dollars per foot, or how many cents per foot? You would basically make sure your money amount, whoops, there he goes. Make sure your dollar amount is on the inside and your feet are on the outside. Divided by 40. And then start dividing. So beyond that, I won't show you how to do it. I won't finish this one, neither will I go over number 3 and 4 with you. Go ahead and try those on your own and see if you can finish those. Do the rest of the lesson on your own.